everybody. Welcome back to the Way We Nerd Popoff Kaiju special. This is a place where we have a big round robin. Well, it's not a round robin tournament. It's an elimination tournament where monsters go against monsters. We've described it in our first episode, so go back and watch the first episode if you want to get all the rules. You should watch it anyway. But here we are. We started off in the Western Conference in the first time around. Actually, let me introduce everybody first. That was really stupid of me. I am Daniel Villalobos. With me, as always, is Hudson is Prime.
Oh, I'm gone. There. Now I'm back.
There he is. Oh, he's fading in and out. Russell Fung. And then Joshua Potter.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Josh, you didn't even notice earlier, but the way you had the pop stopper on your mic set up, it literally looked like the Stay Puft was going for that pop stopper. Like he's like, I'm getting on this mic. Like, this is like, I'm gonna say my piece. Even though Stay Puft doesn't really talk, he just kind of groans or roars. Anyway,
it doesn't
Actually,
we'll get Stay Puft is in this. What's that, John?
I was gonna say, if anyone is interested in watching the Stay Puft Marshmallow actually rap, he does have a brief cameo in the Ghostbusters versus Mythbusters epic rap battle. Just throwing that out there.
You know what? Potter might know this question. Did he talk in the real Ghostbusters cartoon?
Not to my knowledge. I don't think so.
I know he
I
roared.
don't think he did. Yeah, I think he just kept stuck to the roar, and he wasn't in it that much. But I just always remember him on the.
There were a couple episodes.
The end credits.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So let's get into the Kaiju. Let's get into the Kaiju matchup. So this is the Eastern Conference. This is match one. Jonathan Hudson. Who do we have in the very first match in this Eastern bracket?
Well, I'm glad that you asked, Dan, because right now we have two Titanic. Let me start that again.
Drink some water.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea. Well,
Some plug here.
This is
there
hard.
you go. I like that bottle.
This is hard hitting
Kaiju
Kaiju
nice
Pop-Off fight series right now.
Right.
Let's all take a drink of water. Hydration is important, kids. Yeah.
Drink your water.
That's what the water boy says.
Right.
H2O.
But you might want to watch out for that water because one of our competitors in this match will have an extremely big advantage on that as we see these two titans tussle over who is going to be the biggest set of jaws on the yard. That's right, guys. It is Jaws versus Paws. It's FENRIS the Wolf from Norse Mythology versus the Megalodon from the Meg. Now, out of these two competitors, FENRIS might be the lesser known of the two just because anytime the summer rolls around, everyone has this existential fear of a giant shark emerging from the depths of a swimming pool, the ocean, or a bathtub to eat them. So the Meg already has a place in all of our hearts as far as fear goes. But FENRIS the Wolf has only shown up a little bit here and there, mainly from Thor Ragnarok, which was produced by Marvel in 2017. A very watered down, generic version of the character. The one from Norse mythology is much, much scarier. He's one of Loki's children in that mythology, basically one of the three children designed or prophecy to usher in the end of the world with Ragnarok. The wolf actually has a very special premise within that because FENRIS actually gets chained up because he is growing exponentially and the gods of Norse mythology cannot get him to stop. So he's chained up, fed every day by the Tyr, the god of war, until ultimately he bites Tyr's hand off, and doing so is one of the ushering signs that Ragnarok is upon them. Once Ragnarok is there, he is destined to kill Odin before getting King Konged by Odin's son, and not Thor because he gets hit by the Midgard, certainly. In the meantime, if tackling Odin wasn't strict enough or hard enough, you now have the Megalodon who goes directly up against Jason Stathum. Now, there's not a whole lot to really say about this guy. Big teeth, big gills, lots of fins above the water. So if you thought Jaws is, a little eyesore coming at you with John Williams playing in the background was one thing, the Megalodon is only going to make it worse. Bigger, stronger, and faster. Now, there is a bit of a spoiler for this movie if you haven't seen it yet, so I will not go into it there. But needless to say, this giant oversized shark, there is more to it, or I will say to the species, than what you see in the first half of that movie. But I've been prattling on long enough, guys. Right now, we have FENRIS the Wolf versus the Meg, or the Megalodon from the Meg. Your thoughts?
Well, you made me interested in going down the FENRIS rabbit hole and kind of researching him a little bit. But I have to go with the Meg because the reason we're so scared of sharks is because of Steven Spielberg and the shark not working in 1970. 73. When did they start shooting that movie? 73 or 74? Anyway, around then, because it came out in 75. But anyway, so yeah, the Meg is scary as hell. Not as scary as not seeing the shark, but still scary. And I have to say that was directed by John Turteltaub, somebody that Josh Potter and I had the pleasure of working with. Josh, you can attest how awesome that dude is, right? Yeah,
dude's a hoot. That's for sure. Yeah,
he's fantastic, and he's got a great filmography. Cool Runnings, Three Ninjas. Like, he's fantastic. Anyway, my only disappointment in that movie, The Meg, is that Jason Statham didn't roundhouse kick the shark, but that's okay. I still enjoyed the hell out of it, and yeah, I'm picking The Meg on this one. Sorry, I'm on a little bit there. What do you got, Russell?
I haven't seen The Meg, but I liked the Fenrir. How do you say it? FENRIS. Okay. It's like, I know that creature from playing the Final Fantasy games, and so it always looks like. I'm gonna pick FENRIS. That's
all right.
That's my vote.
Yeah, Russell. I don't know if you should pick one of something you can't pronounce, but I mean, that's just me.
I can't pronounce it.
I'm totally effing with you. But it's no, that's all good, man. But you should check out The Meg, by the way. Meg is fantastic. It's just popcorn fun. Mr. Potter, Stay Puff, what you got?
I'm going with Fenris on this one because he gets exponentially bigger. So he's going to swallow the Meg like he's a little piece of sushi.
Okay, I guess that's fair. But what if the Meg gets to him before he grows?
I mean, you're positing that Fenris is going to be dumb enough to be tricked into the water where the Meg can get him. As far as we know, the Meg is a water shark and not a land shark. If Fenris gets a little knock on his door, a ring a ding ding, and we hear pizza, and we then get a land shark. Okay, maybe, but that's nowhere.
Are you talking the classic? Are you talking the classic SNL skit where the shark comes? Candy Graham.
What other land shark do you know?
It's one of the best skits ever. Oh my god, that shark looks so fake and stupid and so awesome. It's so good though. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So that's 2-1 in favor of Fenris. You gonna make it a tie, Mr. Hudson, or you gonna make this a flat out win for the Wolf?
Well, first and foremost, I want to remind everybody that this is not a definitive winner right here, because we do still allow voting on all major media platforms that you find these videos linked to.
Yes. So, sorry. Yeah, we are not the end all be all. That's very true. My bad.
In addition, if you wanted to, we are allowing basically for one vote to be on per social media platform. So if you really like a contestant, vote for them on Facebook, vote for them on Instagram, vote for them on Twitter, and you can give them the best advantage possible if you so chose. But I got to say, for this one, I got to give it to Fenris. He's got a solid background. He's got a good lineage. Son of Loki, always an interesting conversation starter around the dinner table right there. And out of all of Loki's children, I thought it was really interesting that he was the only one that was not initially imprisoned, because you basically had the Midgard serpent, you had Fenris the wolf, and you had Hela, who Hela is actually Loki's daughter. Wrap your mind around that MCU fans. But basically they imprisoned Hela by giving her hell. They imprisoned the Midgard serpent by basically throwing it in the water, and it wrapped around the earth twice. And the dog, Fenris was kept like a dog until he kept growing and growing and growing. And then all of a sudden, Tyr's the only one that has the balls to go feed him. And as soon as Tyr can no longer feed him, because guess what? Popped his hand off. Then you have to worry about, oh God, here comes Ragnarok. So there's a lot of mythos behind him. There's a lot of good reasons to pick the Megalodon, don't get me wrong. And like I said, I think that roundhouse kick from Jason Statham really would have put him over the edge here. But I got to give it to Fenris as a dog fan. And he's, other than the whole, starting the end of the world thing, he really at heart is just a good boy. So I'm going to go with Fenris.
He said a good boy. Like
he's
hero.
Just hungry. He just
like
gets
hero.
hungry.
Exactly. He's going somewhere.
It's just like Galactus. Yeah, it's like he's not evil. He's just hungry.
Yeah.
Anyway,
started
all right.
as a world creator versus a world eater, technically.
Right.
without
Wow, I
getting
did
too
not
far
know
into
that.
that rabbit hole, but that's fine.
Yeah,
No.
right.
Wait, he doesn't count as a kaiju. Well, he's not an animal. Never mind. No, he's not a monster, I should
Maybe
say.
he is an animal.
But
Well,
I don't
is
know.
technically
He
an
could-
alien, but
he could technically take out everything that we're talking about. It's all the earth, which encompasses all these things. Anyway, yeah, it's just kaiju for him is just sushi. He's like, ooh, nice.
Right.
You know, he gets his chopsticks, goes down and picks. Anyway,
Up and
all right. That's match number 1 of the Eastern Conference. Join us very soon for match number 2. We'll see you in a sec, everybody.